Welcome back to the channel. The Honda Pioneer 500 with stuff. So a little bit different today. Wanted to kind of share what I've been doing here lately, and I've been working on this thing. Now some of you may ask, why didn't you get the 520? It's got a dump bed. Why didn't you get the 700, 1000, whatever? I didn't want to. Okay, I just kind of took this on as a project. I don't need a dump bed. I just don't. So anyway, also all the products you're about to see here, you know, there's no sponsorship, no dollars accepted, you know, nothing like that. Did this all on my own. So, but hey, you know, if they want to reach out, please do. So anyway, Honda Pioneer 500. From the factory, they come with 24-inch tires, I believe, and I went to 26s on these, so I think it fits it perfect. I think it's a 475 80cc engine in this thing, so I didn't want to go too far with it. As we move around to the front, I put a strong made bumper on it. I have one of these bumpers on my ATV. I absolutely love these things. You know, you've got the winch mount and everything. Now this has got I put a 2,500 pound winch on it. It might be a little light, but I do have a 3,500 that I can put on it as well. But it, you know, everything looks nice. You know, it turns out really, really nice. Pretty easy to assemble and put on the unit. I added an LED bar to the top of the bull bar here, which is good. And also from the factory, a good thing about this bumper is, you know, the radiator's pretty exposed on this unit in stock format. So that kind of explains all of that. So if we move around to the sort of the center of the unit, you open up this door here so we can get it open. So I added the Sportsman camo covers, seat covers. These things are very top quality, so really appreciate them putting these together. It took about 6 weeks to get them or so. So I Scotch guarded them and everything, just put them on the other day. I need to adjust the back seat just a little bit over on the passenger side, but all in all, they're really nice, and I just wanted to put them on there and kind of protect the seats, because these stock Honda seats underneath here, they're a little, I mean, they're not the greatest. They work, but they're not the greatest. Added the mirrors on the side, of course, cell phone holder. I do have the windshield for the unit. I haven't put it on yet. I'm not sure if, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do it right now or not. But anyway, I kind of like the breeze blowing in my face here. Now, another thing I added, which is really cool, and I really like it because it sounds really good, is the JBL Rally Bar. You can see it up here. Now, this is a small unit. It's a two-seater, of course, and this is a 21-inch JBL Rally Bar. It's got the lights in it in the front and so forth, and it fits this thing perfect. The bigger I think they have a 35-inch Rally Bar, which is the XL. It's just way too big for this thing. It wouldn't fit properly. So I went with the 21. Fits perfect. Sounds really, really good. So if you haven't had any experience with these, they haven't been out too long. They are magnificent. So anyway, you know, you set your phone up in here, you run your tunes, whatever you want to do. So they're really, really nice. Now, with all the Hondas, specifically the 500 and the 520, at least as of when I purchased this one. This is a 2023 model. You know, they don't come with a top, so you have to buy the top for the unit. So I bought they already had the top on it, so I said just leave it on there. I'll buy the top too. You got to have a top, you know, otherwise, you know, here in Florida, you know, if you're out riding around, you'll burn up. So the sun will absolutely just get you here. So okay, we're moving back towards the back. I added just a little 2-pound fire extinguisher with a mount on the back, and so that mounted up pretty nice. I forget where I got the mount, but it's a little bar mounted, you know, fire extinguisher mount, so works out pretty good. And then there's the bed. So I added the bed. This is the Strong made bed specifically for the 500, and you know, I like this little cargo bed. It's nice and deep. I added rubber matting to it. I just bought some, I think it's eighth of an inch or something like that, matting, and I cut it all out to size, and as you can see, it fits nice throughout, you know, all of the corners here. And it looks pretty good from the back too. So, and it's got a little drop down gate here. Now again, it's not a dump bed, you know, it's bolted into the rack. What I did on the rack is I added a piece of the same matting underneath to prevent any vibration, and it's really, really quiet. That's another thing about these units. They are really, really quiet. Now, when I got it from the, you know, from the dealer, the one thing I had to do is I had to take because these intake covers, they rattle. They're not solid at all. So I just had to take a zip tie and just kind of wrap it around there just to keep it from rattling. Once you do that, this thing is really, really quiet. The whole unit is very quiet. So added the added the hitch, of course, and then you know, the Rotopacks, you know, gas can, well, the fuel packs, gas can, and the Rotopacks mounting system. This was really the only place I could put it because there's just not that much room. You know, and if I need access to the tailgate, I can just you know, obviously unscrew this and just take the can off and drop the tailgate. So no big deal as far as that's concerned. So coming around to this side, let's see, what else did I? Oh, okay, so I added a VHF UHF antenna mount. I don't have the antenna on here, of course, you know, for now, but I can very easily put it on there with no problem. Another thing I did, okay, I added a circuit breaker. You probably see it up in there, okay, coming off of the battery. Why? I can shut everything off, all my accessories off when I need to. It's just another safety feature, and I thought I would do that. Also, when you do that, you know, you can kind of, you know, help the health of your battery and make sure that there's nothing really going on that's gonna draw off of that. I added the rear view mirror, and even though the bar's in there, I can still see behind me. I didn't think I would be able to, but in fact I can. Now, to operate some of the accessories, I added a 6-button control pad up here, so I can, you know, turn my light bar on, and all these other things on and off and so forth. And again, all of this is powered through a fuse panel and relays that are right up underneath the hood in here. Mounted them up really nice and solid, and works out really well. Also, obviously, a little VHF UHF radio. Okay, now everything is the screen and everything's in the microphone, all the buttons, the speaker, everything's in the microphone, and the body of the radio is mounted underneath the seat to keep things nice and clean. So anyway, obviously, you know, the Pioneer 500, the paddle shifters are awesome. I absolutely love them. So great unit. You know, manual or automatic transmission. You can switch back and forth, whichever you want. And I like the manual myself. If you switch it to automatic, it tends to shift a little hard, but you know, I mean, Honda's all direct drive, so you don't have any belts or anything like that. So let's see what else. Yeah, I added the LED headlights up front, and I think I got those off of an Etsy store somewhere. Got a pretty good price for those. So anyway, that's the Honda Pioneer 500. This thing rides really, really well. When you add this additional weight to the front with this bumper, it rides even better because the engine's kind of in the middle, 60% of the way, you know, through the unit from front to back. So, you know, not a lot of weight up front per se, but when you add this bumper, it just rides smooth as can be from front to back. So whether you're on, you know, just a little asphalt road off the beaten path, or you know, you're off-road, it rides really, really good. So hey, I appreciate everybody checking in, and I'll have more here in the future. Thanks so much.